Have you ever stood in the middle of a crowded room and felt completely invisible? As if your voice disappears the moment it leaves your lips. As if your presence holds no weight, no meaning. You listen to others being heard, respected, valued, while you quietly wonder whether you matter at all. Maybe you've helped people again and again, offered your time, your energy, your kindness, yet the moment you needed even the smallest support, everyone suddenly forgot you existed. And late at night, when the world is silent, you ask yourself the same painful question. Why does no one respect me? If you've ever felt that way, then this story was written for you. Long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by rolling hills and ancient whispering trees, there lived a young man named William Hart. The village was peaceful, almost frozen in time, where everyone knew each other's names and stories, or so it seemed. William was known as a good man. He was gentle in nature, honest in his work, and always willing to help anyone who asked. If a farmer needed help fixing a fence, William was there. If an elderly neighbor struggled with heavy bags, William carried them without complaint. Yet, despite all his efforts, something was missing. No one respected him. People spoke over William as if his words were air. Children laughed at him when they thought he couldn't hear. Shopkeepers barely looked up when he entered, and neighbors passed him on the road without a greeting. William worked harder than most in the village, yet the respect he quietly longed for never arrived. He couldn't understand why kindness alone wasn't enough. One cold morning, William carried a heavy basket of wheat toward the village mill. As he crossed the central square, he noticed a group of village elders deep in discussion. They were arguing about how to store grain for the coming winter. William had recently learned a clever method while helping a distant farmer, one that could prevent spoilage and save food for months. His heart raced as he gathered his courage. Maybe this time, he thought, they would listen. He stepped forward carefully and spoke in a soft voice. "Excuse me, I believe I may know a way to help." Before he could finish, one elder lifted his hand sharply. "William, the elders are speaking." Another waved him away without even looking. "Go on, son. Don't interrupt important matters." Their words pierced him deeply. William stepped back, his face burning with embarrassment. In that moment, his grip loosened. The basket slipped from his hands, and wheat spilled across the dusty ground. William knelt to gather it, hoping that someone might help. But people simply walked around him. No one stopped. No one bent down. Not a single hand reached out. William listened carefully as the old man spoke. "The first force," Alden said, "is the way you carry your body. Your posture speaks before your mouth does. When you walk with lowered shoulders and eyes fixed on the ground, the world believes you see yourself as small. The second force is calm movement. When you rush, you tell people you are unsure, chasing approval. True confidence moves slowly, with purpose. The third force is eye contact. Not staring, not challenging, just meeting someone's eyes with quiet assurance. It tells them you see yourself as their equal. The fourth force is deep listening. Most people listen only to respond. Few listen to understand. Be the one who understands. And the fifth, Alden said softly, is powerful silence. In noisy moments, remain calm. In chaos, remain still. When you finally speak, your words will matter. He placed a hand on William's shoulder. These forces won't just change how others treat you. They will change how you see yourself. The next morning, William awoke with a quiet determination he had never felt before. He began with the first force. He stood taller, shoulders relaxed but open, head lifted not with pride, but with presence. As he walked through the village, something subtle shifted. People noticed. A shopkeeper nodded at him for the first time. It was small, but it mattered. William then practiced the second force. He stopped rushing. He moved steadily, calmly. His steps became deliberate. People began to pause when he entered a space. Children no longer ran into him. His calm created an invisible boundary. The third force changed how people reacted to him. William began meeting eyes when spoken to. Just for a moment, gently and naturally. The blacksmith noticed. "You seem different these days, William," he said. "Stronger." William smiled, saying nothing. Through the fourth force, Hart softened. William listened, truly listened. He gave people his full attention, asked thoughtful questions, and made them feel seen. For the first time, people sought his company. "I feel calm talking to you," an old woman told him. "You actually hear me." Then came the final test. During a heated village meeting about water shortages, voices clashed and tempers rose. William remained silent. He observed. He waited. When the noise faded, he stepped forward calmly and spoke a single sentence. "We can share the welfarely one family each week." Silence fell. Heads nodded. The decision was made. William Hart was no longer invisible. He did not demand respect. He became it. And that respect began inside him. Respect begins within you. Change how you carry yourself, and the world will change how it sees you.